Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the. We have another banger of video. We have a legal mindset calling out the tyrannical ruler Tectone, and honestly, it could not be fast enough that this man gets put in his place. So let's see what legal mindset has about canceling the menace Tectone.
Tectone must be canceled.
Couldn't agree
Today,
more.
I come to you with very serious news on the legal mindset. That is in no way, a troll or a joke. This is serious stuff, people.
When it comes to Tectone, there couldn't be anything more serious than canceling him and shutting him down on the internet. I agree.
And I'll let you be your own judge. Now, we all know that I'm a simple lawman, and most of the time I rely on the law and the facts and the system. But it comes a time when the system has failed us. It comes a time when I must put aside my values, my core beliefs, that people should not be silenced on the internet, that people should be allowed to speak, that people should be allowed into a free market of ideas. I should put away those silly concepts and allow people to be canceled.
I 100% agree. I mean, yeah, the law is there, have people run the straight and narrow and do things by the book, but sometimes it doesn't encompass very specific things. Like, how do I feel about that person? How does what they say make me feel in my day-to-day life? The law doesn't help you there. So sometimes you got to take the law into your own hands. That is what legal mindset. He is doing God's work, and he's going to tell us how we can deal with the menace of the internet.
And indeed, for the first time ever, I am calling for cancellation. I am taking off my hat as a humble lawman and rising to you, my comrades. And yes, comrades is the word, to cancel Mr. Tectone. And of course, we have a PowerPoint on this Fast Facts version. If you like PowerPoints, if you are my comrades in the struggle against the Eggman, please smash that like and leave a comment.
Leave a like, subscribe to this man. He is a genius among lawyers. And don't you forget it. He will be here anytime you need some help on any legal situation involving the
internet below. So let's get into it with the PowerPoint today. Now, I am, of course, a very fair person, and I would only base this on evidence and facts, hard facts that are indisputable and undebatable. So we're going to talk about that today.
As a lawyer,
now,
you have to.
In the words of our great prophet, Hassan Piker, sometimes,
amen, Hassan Piker,
our system of law, our flawed capitalist system, needs to be thrown aside with its rules and objectivity. Yes, we need to give that away and adopt a more just system, a more proper system, a system that is perhaps more similar and akin to the totally peaceful and totally non-violent regimes or benevolent utopias of Mao Zedong, of Joseph Stalin, of Pol Pot, or Kim Il-sung. Totally peaceful and totally just, where you, the plebs, the proletariat, listen to me, the nomenclatura, or perhaps even better, your dear leader, in guiding you in what to think, what to do, and who to go after. And today, we're going after the Eggman. Now, some of you...
if there was someone on the internet who can stand beside those evil people, it would be Tectone. Because, basically, he is the dictator of the internet. I really couldn't compare him to anyone else. I feel like this is a very fitting comparison.
You may think that because we've shared similar concepts on things such as Ethan Klein's lawsuit, where the supervillain, Ethan Klein, best friends of Dr. Evil, I may add, is going to objectively win over the dear prophet Hassan Piker's loyal disciples, Denims, Frogan, and Casey Tron. I know you may think we're bros or we're friends, but that is not the case. In fact, if you recall, I called out Tectone long ago for his illiteracy, his failure to even be able to read the most basic of human things.
I don't even think he knows how to read. This man, all he does is spew nonsense left and right, just goes online every single day almost to just corrupt people's minds, to make sure that nobody can think straight. He says the most stupid things. It's downright hypnotizing to his audience. That's why he gets so many people watching him. It's because they can't think for themselves. They've been brainwashed. We need to get this man off the internet. He is harming people's minds as we speak.
Able to read legalese, that is indeed a crime, good sirs and ma'ams out there. And literacy of Tectone is not his only problem, as in unable to read a contract drafted under the laws of Japan. I mean, who is this guy? Who is he really? Well, he's controversial. He's done many bad things, and he's survived cancellation in the past. For example, for calling our dearest, our beloved, our lovely Frogan the F slur. Yes, the worst of the worst.
You know, it almost hurts just to hear the F slur. How could someone say such cruel things to Frogan of all people? The very innocent, not hateful Frogan. Honestly, that alone should have canceled. And like I said, with immense brainwashing that's going on, viewers just don't, and they are just being sicked upon. They are. He's telling them to attack all these innocent people. We gotta put a stop to it. We gotta protect Hassan and his beloved orbiters. Otherwise, the internet will just devolve into chaos if we let Tectone, evil Tectone, have his way.
Worst of F slurs, a slur that cannot be spoken anywhere in the world.
Absolutely not.
At least you be sent to a re-education camp. Yes, he indeed survived that somehow with his evil henchmen. He survived that controversy. He even survived this one, which I found in the archives after filing a Freedom of Information Act request with Vichy France in 1942. Yes, back in 1942, I filed this request and dug this secret file up, and somehow,
with Elmo of all people, I can't believe this.
Somehow, he survived this controversy? How, my friends? How can he survive yet again and again? But today, oh yes, today, we're going to get him. We're going to finally end Tectone. And here is what went down. Today, we had a trending thing on X. And it was so trending that, in fact, X staff had to come out and give a clarification. Because
your attention, please. Profile visits are private on not even Grok visited you. Famous or not, mostly be based on engagement metrics.
Because many people were asking today, they were adding Grok, and they say, at Grok, who is the most famous person who I've interacted with or who's visited my page? And they had to come out and say, actually, it's not based on visits. It's even worse than visits. Look at this. As confirmed by staff, it's actually private in terms of your profile visits. That information is actually private even from Grok. He is relying on Grok, and I'm gendering Grok, so perhaps I will be canceled next. But Grok, actually, let's do gender neutral for Grok. Let's use Grok as a they them. We got there. So Grok, was saying that profile visits are private, but it relies on public engagement like mutuals or post interactions. So when you ask the question, Grok, who's the person I interacted with? It's not based on a visit, because a visit could be innocuous. Anybody can visit your page. Even an enemy can visit your page, right? Yeah. Anybody can come. It's not that. It's people interacting with your content, sharing it, retweeting it, liking it. And guess who? Tectone is interacting with.
Ah.
Yes, that's right. Is the absolute worst of the worst human being. We have Tectone interacting with none other than Johnny Somali, aka
Oh
Ramzi Khalid
no.
Ismail of criminal fame in South Korea. Of course, the case I'm covering from the beginning and end, which drew my eagle eye, my legal.
See, that just proves how bad of a person is. If he's interacting with Johnny Somali of all people, I mean, he's downright the worst.
Eagle eye, if I would say. Of course, legal, the number one lawyer on all of YouTube. Undisputed, of course. Nobody ever disputes that. Anybody who disputes that is crazy. Now,
Absolutely
Tectone
insane.
asked, who's the most famous person to visit? And they said the most famous person to visit is Johnny Somali. Now, some people may say this is fake. Some people may say this is doctored. They may even point to objective evidence that this is a completely fake and doctored screenshot, stuff like the actual real objective screenshot, which actually shows that it was not actually Tectone, but slightly homeless that Grok, they were responding to. That's a minor detail. That is a minor detail because actually we have out of the Somali Discord, the most reliable source of information. In fact, we have never seen the Somali Discord incorrect about anything. No. Anything at all. Everything they say is completely real. For example, the fact that Johnny Somali will be leaving in 2024. They said that. And that was totally right because Johnny Somali is totally not in Korea right now. In fact, he's in the CCP from what I know. I mean, everybody knows he's balling in Beijing, right? That's a totally factual statement from the Somali Discord. It's a totally factual statement that he's not gotten 7 extra charges merged into his case for a total of 8. That's
why would they do that?
That's something that was made up by his enemies, by this Schmiegel mindset, this weird guy,
just
this
haters
weird lawyer.
Hating,
that's all made up. That's all totally not factual, right?
Dude.
They gave us this factual screenshot, which puts him in the same room, collaborating as, in fact, the lawyer for Johnny Somali. We have the proof right here. You see this? He's in the room right there with him. In fact, they may be in Beijing because they've got that flag behind him. Who knows where that is based on objective facts and reality. And the fact that this is disclosed is going down in Seoul, South Korea. Yes, indeed. Tectone was there with Johnny Somali. So, my friends,
I heard they were best friends.
My comrades, I call upon you to cancel one Tectone, to throw him aside. There is a time for which even the based must be chucked under the wagon of cancellation. Until next time.
Agreed. Are you guys enjoying the stream today?
Deserved. Honestly, I couldn't agree more. Legal mindset, he just has the right stuff. So I need you guys to go support this video. Don't forget to subscribe just like I did. Leave a like on the video. And if you don't mind, subscribe and leave a like to me. I truly appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Good one. Peace.